Hey everyone, this is Christina DeHaan, Christina D. It's been a while since I've made one of these, and welcome to another video for Return to Writing. Or a Return to Writing. Still haven't quite worked this out. It's a work in progress. Also, haircut. Did it a few nights ago. Hairstylists, don't come after me. But I thought, since it's the end of the year, why not make like a year in review kind of video to see kind of where I'm at. So, one thing I did this year was rebrand my old, what was going to be a personal channel, and turn it into an author tube channel where I talk about my journey as a now published author, which is something else that happened this year. Now that I have a poetry book, Poems for Pennies, available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Lulu, wherever else Lulu publishes their stuff. Fancy. Completely illustrated by me. But, I started this. I published a book. I literally can call myself a published author at the start of the year. I didn't even think this would be a thing. This wasn't even a glimmer in my eye until like July-ish? June? July-ish? Somewhere around there. But so those are a few things that happened this year. This year is where I really started doubling down on my writing journey and really being like, you know what? I'm gonna be an author. I'm going to make this happen. This is something I've wanted to do for years. I've stepped back from the art career, stepped back from the artist side of things, hence the reason a lot of my bios on my different profiles say artist turned author, because that's literally what I am. I spent a majority of my life studying art, and now I am here. So that was fun. Also, speaking of books, one of my projects that I'm working on, I started back in February, The Collectors. There are posters around my room. I will insert some pictures of them. You can get a PDF of printable versions of those for yourself over on Buy Me Coffee. All links are in the description, so don't worry about that. But, started in like mid to late February, and now I have an edit copy that I have been, there you go. Just looking at the screen, trying to make sure everything is working, because it's a glossy cover, but it's a beautiful cover that I designed myself. Yes, I designed this myself. Not only did I write this, but I designed it. But this edit copy alone, taught me what 20 chapters looks like. It's not finished, because I wanted to edit the first half before continuing on after chapter 20. Or at this point, when I had it, it was at chapter 19, and with a very small snippet of chapter 20. But, Look at all these post-its. Like, there's more in the chapters themselves. Like, I literally sat through this for the past few days, going through each chapter, being like, okay, I need to fix this. Here are some just minor grammatical things I need to fix. And then just, like, whole chapters need to be cut. But if you told me I would even have this thing right here by this point in the year, I wouldn't believe you. I even entered a chapter from this into a contest, and I have a feeling it almost made it to the final cut, but it didn't. It lasted from October or late September when I submitted it to almost December. So I think I like to think it was this close to making it to the final cut, but So not only am I a published author, again, links to everything are in the description below, but I literally am working on a fantasy book. Like, this is like a fantasy, like, dark academia, like, spy book, almost. This is my passion project, honestly. But I have made so many amazing, like, author friends on, like, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. This has been a very interesting year. Oh yeah, something else I forgot. Speaking of the poetry book, something that is mentioned a few times in this. It's unintentionally a very linear story of a poetry book. Well, I mean, I basically became a full-time writer. Not in the good way of, oh yeah, no, I can sustain and keep myself going on this. More like, oh yeah, no, there is a poem called Ghosted in here. I can tell you right now, it's not about dating. There's a reason this is called Poems for Pennies. Let's let you guys connect the dots on that. So, yeah, no. While looking for other jobs, I have been writing almost nonstop. I have a Kindle Vella series now that if it doesn't perform well, I plan on turning into a horror short anthology series, or just an anthology book, because that's basically what it is. My series is Dark Pine. It's a horror short series of sort of urban legend style stories taking place in a town called Dark Pine. It's sort of like Twilight Zone-y vibes, with maybe like a little goosebumps. It's just really fun. I'm having fun writing it. It's a shame no one's reading it, but I mean, it's on Kindle Vella. Look it up. I plan to post new episodes every Saturday. Right now, the first 2 episodes are up. Door to Nowhere and The Staircase. So yeah, no, keep an eye out for that. I'm enjoying writing it. It's a shame no one's reading it, but I'm enjoying writing it because I like the whole urban legend thing. I like those kind of stories. But yeah, this has been a very, very fun year. A very interesting year with a lot of dips. Started off very sad and somber, and not going to go into detail on that because I was very much still mentally stuck on Christmas week and weekend last year for very, very bad reasons. Then Tick Tick Boom, oddly enough, yes, the Netflix movie for Tick Tick Boom, oddly enough is what pushed me out of that slump. It sort of snapped me back to reality and is really what led to all of this. Because without that, I wouldn't have had the wake-up call of, okay, I want to start pursuing my writing career. I want to start pursuing writing. I want to start submitting my stories to things. I got my first rejections on stories because I was submitting to magazines through Submittable. I can now say I'm a published author. I have a Goodreads author page now. I can say that now. I have a Goodreads author page. Whether you like Goodreads or not, to me, that is a win. That is the closest thing to verification I will ever want or need. Like, I am very much the person that runs off the 9 people's favorite thing mentality of, I don't need, 100 people to like me, just a few. I'm fine with having, a niche audience. Also, almost completely forgot, I also have my author shop, my Etsy shop, Return to Writing, where you can get cool things like these notebooks. These are really fun, and they have serrated edges, so it makes it easier to rip out pages if you need to. I am absolutely adoring these. This is the one I'm currently using. I love it. I love it so much. These are so sturdy. And granted, I kind of wish they had a glossy version to really make the details pop, but I love these. But I do have that, which is also linked in the description. Definitely linked on my channel. You can get fun things. And currently, as of this video, there is a 25% off sale going till December 11th. So if you want to get anything, hi, I am basically my own sponsor right now. So yeah, go check that out. Go check that out. Maybe head over to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever my book is being sold. Get Poems for Pennies. Just saying. Little shameless self-promo. 2022 has been a very interesting just road of self-discovery, letting myself do something that I've wanted to do for a while, pursuing something that honestly I enjoy more than the art career that I had. Like, I genuinely enjoy being the storyteller more than being the artist. Because, yes, I enjoy making art. Yes, I pursued it for a majority of my life. Also, yes, it kind of felt like a little bit of a slap in the face when I realized maybe it isn't what I wanted back in 2018 when I had that art gig in New York with Raw Natural Born Artists, but yeah, no, I enjoy telling stories, and it's not like my art skills aren't being used anymore. Like, I literally illustrated this thing. I literally illustrated this. Like, hang on, like, where's one of my favorites? Oh, actually, you know what? Let's go poems for pennies. Let's go poems for pennies. Like this. I did that. I illustrated that. I also did the cover. Same with this cover. There you go. It's like, yeah, no, same with this cover. And these. Yeah. So it's not like my art skills are going to waste. I'm able to use them elsewhere and use it to my advantage given the fact that I can't afford a cover designer. So this really has just been a year of me just growing, being more comfortable with enjoying the things I like, being more comfortable with letting myself do the things I want to do. And yes, I am definitely in a bit of a tight space right now. Don't know what this motion is, but I've done more this year than I honestly have in the past when it comes to things I've wanted to do. Because I guarantee if I tried doing this in the past, I would have been like, I don't know. I don't know if this is really for me. And I would have second guessed it the whole time, and then this wouldn't be a thing. And this wouldn't be something I'm working on. And it's just one of those things where when you want to do it, just go for it. Just make it happen. And I am so glad I did. Even if it's not necessarily going the way I was expecting or hoping. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying making these stories. I'm enjoying essentially bringing these stories to life and actually putting them on paper, because I know at some point people are going to read these. There are going to be people that enjoy these as much as I've been enjoying them. There are people that are going to enjoy the journeys and go on these adventures with these characters. And that's part of why I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to stop working on it. I'm not going to stop editing this thing or rewriting things or tweaking characters and coming up with new worlds. Because it's something I enjoy. And I know if it makes me happy and I'm enjoying working on the story and editing it and going through it over and over, other people will. So yeah, 2022. This has definitely... It's not necessarily been the year I had expected or hoped or could have ever seen going the way it did, but it's definitely... It's been a year. It's been a year. But I'm glad I made some of the choices that I did. I am. Oh, and one more thing that I completely forgot. I also started a Patreon. I don't completely know what I'm going to be doing with that, but I do have a poster as a thank you. A poster sort of similar to the character posters for this thing, for the collectors. But it's me. It's a poster of me. In that sort of like wanted poster style. That's like a little thank you for anyone who signs up for my Patreon or subscribes to the Patreon. I will be adding more tiers. I will be adding some things, but I don't completely know what I'm doing with it, but that is a thing. And I have it. Think I'm returned to writing on there too. I don't know. It's either that or it's NanoFicto92. Because those are the two usernames and tags that I go by on most platforms. If it's not one, it's the other. So yeah, this is the part in the video where I guess I do the usual YouTube stuff and be like, if you like what you saw, give the video a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe. Hit the bell icon. I've been on YouTube for years and I still can't do this. It still feels awkward. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you whenever the next video is. Yeah.